Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown! Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early and get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw. It's Blade. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block. It's Bell. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they can put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Got a wide open receiver. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd down, man. You think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bulldozes him. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are good.
And they got him for the sack.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Bell. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. It's caught downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now the toss. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's a draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with his back. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Pressure coming. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Blade. It's complete to the right. And he'll be brought down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one splits the uprights. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 kicks remaining on the clock.
It's now 2nd down.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it to the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it again. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Went up top on second down. That leaves him needing a yard here on third down. On the run, still looking. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang good.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Good timing on the quick out. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 17 to Cal.
Goes to the option.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
On the play.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Blade. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Blade. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on third down. Here's a throw downfield late. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Iowa! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. A first down for the offense. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David